Here we go, new stat changing Maxis bundle in Cold War. This being the Tracer Pack Dead City Maxis bundle. Fight back the hordes of the undead and make your escape with the Tracer Pack Dead City bundle with orange tracer fire, fire dismemberment, and fire element damage in zombies. It has been a while since we've got a Maxis bundle. This coming with the Berlin Camouflage. Blend in the crowd using the Maxis Berlin Camouflage skin. Looking pretty cool, actually. I really like this Maxis look here. Then it comes with 3 different blueprints. We got an LC10 blueprint, and I'm wondering how this is going to look with mastery camos. It's probably going to cover the whole thing, unfortunately, but it is stat changing, meaning it is going to spawn in with those pseudo ammo mods in the zombie mode here. Then we've got one for the AUG, once again sharing the same theme, and I'm wondering what the tracer fires are going to look like. We're going to be testing this out as always in zombies, NP, and then hopping into Warzone, testing out what all these blueprints look like in Warzone as well. Ooh, and then we got one for the Nailgun. Unfortunately, this does not have the stat changing effect. It's only for the 2 blueprints. The Nailgun doesn't get it, and it's an okay looking Nailgun skin. Then we get the boom surprise finishing move. Ooh, hitting it once while it's in the air. We're going to have to test what this looks like when you kill an enemy that's laying down as well, because it is going to be a little bit different, so we'll test that out. We've got the phone booth charm from Maurer Toten and the intro cutscene. That's pretty freaking sick. We've got the dead crawling calling card. We've got the 2 ways emblem. We've got the Samantha Maxis bike. That's pretty cool. And then we got the zombies too. Okay there, with that, let's go ahead, buy this bundle so we can start reviewing this bad boy. Purchase complete. Here's the Maxis skin in the Cold War menu, and this fits the zombies theme so well. I'm glad we're finally able to use this skin. Just look at it. Now, here we go, starting our review off on Maurer Toten, and most of you guys probably know exactly why we're starting off on this map. Here is the LC10. I really like the way this looks. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure once we pack a punch it, it's just going to cover the entire weapon. However, there is only one way to find out. Let's go ahead, test out the dismemberment effects, and yeah, it's pretty much fire. We've already seen this. This is a reused effect here in Cold War. Tracer fire looks like on the ground. Shoot the tracers up in the air. They look like orange. And as you can see at the bottom right, this does spawn in with the pseudo fire element mob. What is it? Napalm burst in this game. So we're going to be doing extra damage to manglers, and I think it's the gas hounds that are also weak to this. Here's what the calling card and emblem looks like if that's an interest to you. Pretty basic, not a huge fan of those. Now let's go ahead and test out what Maxis's hand looks like with this skin. Really basic. You can't even really tell it's Maxis. Let's go ahead, use a couple emotes. I mean, if you're looking for it, I guess if you knew what the skin was, you could tell this is Maxis, but based off the hands alone, nothing too special here. Now, for the reason we chose this map, let's go ahead, check out the phone booth charm right in front of the phone booth. I love when we get these zombie iconic charms, especially when they relate directly to a map. Obviously, the charm's open. You can't open the phone booth in this, but this is such an iconic part of Cold War Zombies. Love seeing it in charm form. And there we go, disciple down. Ooh, let's don't go down ourselves. Let's go ahead and see what the Pack-a-Punch camo looks like. And yeah, just like we thought, covers the entire weapon except for the sight. However, this red dot sight really does go with the Maurer Toten Pack-a-Punch because it's got those red elements on it. Here we go. This is the dirt bike skin. Overall, a pretty solid skin. I don't think it's the best dirt bike skin we've ever seen, but a super nice addition to get in a bonus with this bundle. Got the little zombies logo there. The red really blends in. Then here is a third-person view of the Maxis skin. Overall, very solid, and I'm super glad we got this. Okay, now let's quickly test out how the mastery camos look like on these blueprints here. So the gold, you can still see a little bit of the texture. The diamond covers the entirety of it. DM Ultra covers the entirety of it. Moving on to zombies, can't see anything on the LC10. Overall, the LC10 with mastery camos looks terrible. However, if you put the normal camos on, you could actually make some pretty cool combination because it still bleeds through. That looks pretty sick with the thrash camo. You could probably find some insanely cool different variations. Let's test out the nail gun here. And unfortunately, it looks like all the different camos just completely cover it. However, once again, dude, yeah. Oh, these look so much better with the non-mastery camos. Putting the bloodshed on there is pretty sick. Once again, some really cool combinations could be made. Now, last but not least, let's test out the AUG. Ooh, okay, so with gold, you actually get to see all the red stuff on top of it. That's pretty sick. Diamond and DM Ultra cover up the entire thing. With the Golden Viper, you still get to see it. And once again, if you put on the bloodshed and stuff, you can make some pretty cool combinations. Testing out the blueprints on a brighter map. Here is the LC10. Very bright, very vibrant. I just wish the mastery camos looked a little bit better. Here is the nail gun. Once again, stands out very well. Now, here we are with the AUG. Pretty much everything I just said stands for this as well. The LC10, you can kind of see a little bit of the stripe stripes underneath the gold, but it's not very noticeable. The nail gun with gold, you can't even tell it's a blueprint. And then moving on to the AUG with gold, and this is definitely the best with the gold camo. You can see the red stripes on top of the gold. Really like how unique this looks. Overall, the main point of getting these blueprints would be for the zombies effect. You do have the tracers and the dismemberment, but they're really reused from other bundles and not super impressive. Here's a better look at Maxis on the ground with this skin. Here's what it looks like when someone else is using the skin. Let's go ahead, test out the finishing move. So hit him with the call and hit him once again in the air. On top of this, if you guys want to see any other bundle reviews, we review in full detail every single notable bundle that comes out. So make sure you check out the channel if you want to see more bundle reviews. Now let's see what happens when you execute someone who is laying down. Okay, so there's not much difference. The executing finishing move is pretty much the exact same whether someone's standing up or laying down. Here we go, Warzone time. Here's how the Maxis skin looks in the menu of Warzone. It looks a little bit different than Cold War. I don't think it looks as good. It looks a little bit more blocky in this. Still a pretty good looking skin, but just kind of different than what it did in Cold War. Here are the blueprints, and unfortunately for the LC10, once again, if you put on Mastery camos, you're really not getting anything out of this. However, you put camos on the AUG, and they look fantastic in this. You got the DM Ultra, you got the AUG, you got the gold, going into the zombies camo, the dark Aether. So we are going to be testing out a few variants of that in game. And then once again, if we start looking at the nail gun, unfortunately camos don't work at all in the nail gun. And boom, here we go in game of Warzone. Now this is what the LC10 looks like in Warzone, pretty much the exact same as it did in Cold War. Here is the AUG looking the same. Let's go ahead, test out the tracers. Yeah, the tracers aren't fire. The tracers don't work in Warzone unless I'm missing something. Either it's the tracers aren't showing up at all in Warzone. There's no fire effect when you shoot things, which is kind of unfortunate. It wasn't the coolest tracer effect ever, but I mean, it'd be nice if it worked properly. Okay, testing out the nail gun. Ooh, look at the inspect for the nail gun. That's a little bit different than what it is in Cold War. Dude, the nail gun's got a sick inspect in Warzone. I didn't know that. Why, bro? Holy crap, the inspect's so much cooler here in Warzone for the nail gun. All right, but the AUG with DM Ultra, luckily the Mastery camos actually end up working only on the AUG exclusively. Not a big fan of the way the DM Ultra looks, but let's test out the dark Aether. There we go. The dark Aether looks a lot better on this skin with the red. This is probably going to be the best Mastery camo to run on this AUG if you are planning on using this skin with Mastery camos. With that, boys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video review. So the tracers are kind of mid. They don't even work in Warzone whatsoever. The blueprints themselves are pretty mid as well. The only reason I would recommend buying this bundle is if you like the Maxis skin and you want a cool skin to run on Maxis. This is definitely one of her cooler skins, but I don't think it's the best Maxis skin out there. So overall, if I'm going to give a ranking to this bundle, I think we're going to rate this one 6 out of 10. It's awesome for zombies fan looking for a little bit more additional kind of zombie skins to match your playtime. But other than that, it's just, yeah. And I mean, it does have the stat changing effects in zombies, but that's the main redeeming factor. So overall, my grade of this bundle is going to be a 6 out of 10. If you guys want to see any more bundle reviews, if you're looking for a bundle to buy, we've got our full playlist linked below where we fully review all the notable bundles added in both games. With that, I'm going to end this one here. If you want to leave a like or a comment, I greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I want to give a massive thanks to everyone who's gone above and beyond and became an Unlock Plus Plus member here on YouTube. We got the GOAT Positive Expert, the most OP Gobblegum ever, Round Robin, the absolute Chad Noah, the most patient man I've ever met, Cody Chapman, and the legend Army Tech Wreck.